So let's begin. The topic is plate tectonic. First of all, make clear what we are going to study in this particular topic, and do focus on particular contents area. So let's begin from here. The topic is plate tectonics. We have try to see this area. You have plate and tectonics. These are the two words, plate and tectonics. Try to understand by this diagram I am showing you, this one. You have the surface of Earth, as from the previous understanding. You know about crust, mantle and core. So in this area you will find crust, mantle and core as a part of layers of Earth. But here we'll find the section of different section of this globe as a part of crust. Getting this one? So upper part of the crust has a different section, and these are named as plates. But upper portion of plate we see as a layers of Earth. As you go inside the Earth, this is the top layer. As we are going inside the Earth, the thickness of plate is 100 kilometers, and it begins from asthenosphere. So normally from the basic study we know the thickness of crust is maximum 24 kilometers, minimum 12 kilometers, and after that there is a beginning of mantle. Then we can say that the layers of tectonic plate begins from asthenosphere. Try to see this area. At the depth of 100 kilometers, you will find one layer. This layer is named as asthenosphere. The layer is named as asthenosphere. And after that you have a thickness of 100 kilometers floating on this layer. So this layer is semi-liquid layer. Semi-liquid layer. It is neither solid one nor a liquid one. So our solid crust is floating on asthenosphere, and it has a different parts. We name it as a American plate, South American plates, Australian plate, Pacific plates. So these plates are moving over asthenosphere. Take example of, you have a bucket of water like this. You have bucket of water, and you put a small pieces of logs or paper. You will find that whenever there is a movement in water, the piece of paper or the piece of logs will move along the flow of water. It happens also in asthenosphere. When there is a movement in asthenosphere, this plate will move, right? So the movement of plate is named as tectonics. Now come to the meaning of this chapter or the content, plate tectonic. Write a meaning first. First write plate. Right, plate is a solid part of crust. Plate is a solid part of crust, floating on asthenosphere. Plate is a solid part of crust floating on asthenosphere. The thickness of plate is 100 kilometers. The thickness of plate is 100 kilometers. It includes both crust and upper part of mantle. It includes both crust and upper part of mantle. So you can assume that we are living on the crust. It's a solid part. It is named as different plates. So the solid part of crust is plate. Now write tectonics. Write tectonics is the relative motion of plate. Tectonic is a relative motion of plate. Tectonics is a relative motion of plates. Relative motion of plate. Relative motion means in respect to other. It can come closer, it can go away, or it can move in a parallel way. So these motions are named as relative motion. So plates are moving in different direction according to the movement of asthenosphere. So try to see this image. This is upper part of crust. We see different parts of plates. Inside, again, we can find here, this area we can find, this one is asthenosphere. There is a convectional cycle, and it is responsible for the movement of plate. Try to see this video. This is a very simple videos explaining the movement of plates.
It happens because hot rock rises, heated by the Earth's core. Near the surface, the rock spreads in two directions and goes sideways. It begins to lose heat. Eventually, the much cooler rock sinks back down.
Try to see. What I wanted to show you, this area, try to understand. See, this is the area of asthenosphere. The main area inside the earth is asthenosphere area. This one is asthenosphere, and it is a source of generation of energy inside the earth. So in asthenosphere you will find a huge amount of radioactive element. You know about uranium, thorium, radium, this type of elements are there. So by fission or fusion, by you can say by breakings of ions or radioactive elements, there is a huge amount of energy generated inside the layer or in asthenosphere. So from there is an origination of convectional current. This current is responsible for the movement of plates in any direction. The plate can move close to that area or each other, go away from each other, or go parallel to each other. The force responsible for the movement of plate is convectional current. So where convectional current generate actually? Can you tell the place where convectional current originates? I have discussed so far. तन्या बताओ ये कन्वेक्शनल करंट कहाँ ओरिजिनेट होता है? विच एरिया? अभी हमने बताया कि कन्वेक्शनल करंट जनरेट होता है इन विच एरिया?
दो प्लेट के बीच में.
द प्लेस इज asthenosphere. This layer is asthenosphere. At the depth of 100 kilometers, the layer is asthenosphere. So in asthenosphere you will find huge amount of radioactive element. So by fission or fusion, it creates generate energy, and whenever this energy begin to move in the form of magma or other material, so it create convectional cycle. So according to convectional cycle, the plates are moving. Try to see this video again. It will give you better insight about the movement of plates. Try to see again. This convectional current is moving in a different direction. Try to see from this asthenosphere, the energy is generated by the convectional current. So the upper part of crust is moving in different direction. Try to see again.
And the part, and it's this that ultimately causes the continents to move. Where the plates collide, the rock on the seafloor contains
The plates are coming closer here.
is carried deep into the earth. As it descends, this layer of
So we'll understand
the rock melts
how the plates are moving here
dioxide,
and creating landforms.
and gas is returned back into the atmosphere during an eruption.
So it's a volcanic eruption due to movement of plates. Okay, leave it. Now Tanya, so far we have learned about three terms related to plate tectonic. The first is what is plate. The second is what is tectonic. Tectonic is the relative motion of plates. And third thing we have learned about, the plates are moving on the layer. That layer is named as, what's the name of layer?
Asthenosphere.
Asthenosphere. Okay. Now asthenosphere also is a source of energy for the movement of plates, because that layer has huge amount of radioactive element, and that layer generate convectional current. Now write this concept right there. Write force for the movement of plates. You write there force for the movements of plates. Movement of plates. Right there, the force for the movements of plates. Right there. Right convectional current. Convectional current is responsible for the movements of plates. Okay, we'll discuss here. Try to draw diagrams. So suppose we have the surface area like this, and assume this layer is named as asthenosphere. This layer is asthenosphere. So in this layer there is a huge amount of radioactive element. So from here there is a beginning of movement of convectional current. This layer is named as crust or plates. You can say crust or plates. Now the energy generated from the asthenosphere is coming to the lower part of the crust, and there, due to the thickness of plate, it will begin to move. So what will happen that the plate will also move along with the movement of this convectional current. Now say there can be the large area of earth. Here can also be the movement of convectional current. Then the two current will come closer, so the plate will also come closer. So in this area the cycle will follow like this. So in a general language we can say in this area there is a divergence due to the movement of plates. Here in this area there is a convergence due to the movement of plates. Right? So write this convectional current, write force responsible for the movement of plates. Right. Asthenosphere is a source of energy. Asthenosphere is a source of energy. There is a huge amount of radioactive element. There is a huge amount of radioactive element in asthenosphere. There is a huge amount of radioactive element in asthenosphere. By the breaking of these radioactive element, by the breaking, or you can say by fusion or fission of radioactive element, huge amount of energy is generated. The huge amount of energy is generated. It is responsible for the origination of convectional current. It is responsible for the origination of convectional current. Convectional current. Due to this current, the plates are moving in different direction. The plates are moving in a different direction. The plates are moving in different direction. It is named as tectonics. It is named as tectonics. Named as tectonics. There can be divergence, convergence, or parallel movement. There can be divergence, convergence, or parallel movement. Divergence, convergence, or parallel movement due to convectional current. Due to convectional current. So far I have narrated you or given you the detail of convergence, divergence. Now tell me in this video, by going through these videos, tell me.
It happens because hot rock rises, heated by the Earth's core. Near the surface,
Now you tell me, it is divergence or convergence? The plates are moving in opposite direction.
Divergence.
It's a divergence. Okay, very good. Now try to see the remaining part of video.
it happens because hot rock rises, heated by the Earth's core. Near the surface, the rock spreads in two directions and goes sideways. It begins to lose heat.
Now tell me this one. It's a divergence or convergence?
मुझे तो दो डिफरेंट लगा, मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि सेम वे में फ्लो हो रहा है या डिफरेंट वे. ज्यादा मुझे डिफरेंट वे में फ्लो दिखा.
अच्छा अब देखो.
The rock sinks back down.
ये तो डाइवर्जेंस क्लियर दिखाई दे रहा है.
Process
यस सर.
Okay, now come to second one.
drive the part. And it's this that ultimately causes the continents to move.
Now अब ये क्लियर दिखाई दे रहा होगा.
हाँ यस सर, ये कन्वर्जेंस है.
It's a convergence. So due to the convectional current, the plates are moving in different direction and they are named as divergence plate, convergence plate, or parallel movement plate, right? So now write. These plates are responsible for the formation of landforms. These plates are responsible for the movement or formation of landforms. Like the continental areas, oceanic floor, mountains,
ओशनिक के बाद क्या बोला आपने?
oceanic floor,
फ्लोर.
हाँ, oceanic surface floor, a mountain and volcanoes. So in one words you can say that this plate is responsible for the formation of first order landforms and second order landforms. आपने पढ़ा होगा कि फर्स्ट ऑर्डर लैंडफॉर्म, सेकेंड ऑर्डर लैंडफॉर्म्स क्या होता है, हमने बिगिनिंग क्लास में बताया था. पहले हमने बताया है द फर्स्ट ऑर्डर लैंडफॉर्म्स ओरिजिनेटेड विद द ओरिजिन ऑफ अर्थ लाइक कॉन्टिनेंटल एरिया एंड ओशनिक बॉटम. द सेकेंड ऑर्डर लैंडफॉर्म ओरिजिनेटेड बाय द इंडोजेनिक फोर्स लाइक अ टेक्टोनिक फोर्स, and third order landforms by exogenic force or by erosion and deposition. So plate tectonic create first order and second order landforms. So far I have narrated the ideas. Now move to the types of plates. Right there as a heading, write the types of plates. Types of plates. So we have two types of plates. One is geometrical plate, one is dynamic plate. Try to understand. I have given you three conditions. Suppose this is the earth crust plate, and this plate is moving in same direction, coming closer. So it is named as convergence. The plates are moving in opposite direction. Then it is named as divergence plate. And the plates are moving in parallel direction. It is named as transform plates. It is transform plates. It is divergence plate. So as it is a relative motion of plate, we can say these are dynamic plates. So according to movement, we can say there are three types of plate: convergence, divergence and dynamic plate. But one is geometrical plate. You see here it is geometrical plate. So there are different continents, oceanic bottoms, and those are named as geometrical plate. So first of all you write introduction. Broadly, plates can be classified into two groups. Broadly, plates can be classified into two groups. The first you write dynamic plate, dynamic plates, dynamic plates, the plates based on the movement of plates, the plates based on the movement of plates are dynamic plates. These are the first point you write. Convergence, I have written on the board there. The convergence. The second one, divergence. And the third one, transform. So three plates: convergence, divergence and transform. Now write, on the basis of geometrical structure, the second one, on the basis of geometrical structure, there are continental and oceanic plates. On the basis of geometrical structure, there are continental and oceanic plates. So try to see. In this year we can find the continental area and oceanic area. As it has some configuration, geometrical configuration, so we say that these are the geometrical plates. So go for writing the major and minor plates. Write, geometrical plates can be classified into two groups: major plates and minor plates. Minor plates. So geometrical plates can be classified into two groups: major plates and minor plates. First see on this map, then go for writing the details. So try to see. This one is America. This is considered to be the single large plate. This one is South America, the second largest plate. Now you have Eurasia as a third largest plate. Then you have African continental area along with oceanic bottom, considered as fourth major plate. Then you have Indo-Australian plate here, India along with Australia, considered as Indo-Australian plate. Then the south you will find Antarctica plate, and the largest plate you have, that is Pacific plate. So these are considered as the largest geometrical plate on the Earth's surface. So this will not help you in examination. You cannot draw this type of map or this type of diagrams unless and until you draw by freehand or by using your stencil. So draw this map with me and locate the major and minor plate on the Earth's surface. So suppose I draw this area. You have Africa, you have Saudi Arabia, India, and we have Southeast Asia. Along with we have Australia also. So in this area we have South America, then we have North American plates, here is Greenland, then we have Eurasia as the part of Europe and Asia. Now we have to locate the major plates on the Earth's surface by using this rough map or by using a stencil. So if you locate these plates, you can easily remember the name of plates. You write North America. This is first plate on the western section, number 1. This is South America. This is number 2 plate. Now see, we have North America continue till mid-oceanic area till here of Atlantic Ocean, and from here we can bifurcate the areas. It is named as third plate as a Eurasian plate. From the Indian Ocean area we can bifurcate the areas and it is named as African plate. This one is Indo-Australian plate. Now the south of this, in the southern section, we name it as a Antarctica plate. Antarctica plate. So name it like third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now it comes the largest plate on the Earth's surface. We can say it is the area of Pacific Ocean. Pacific plate. This is the 7th plate, you can say, or the largest plate on the Earth's surface, named as Pacific plate. That is 7th one. So in examination we can follow this type of map to show the major geometrical plates, right? So if you are able to draw even by freehand for practice purpose also, you can draw these plates. समझ में आ रहा है ये? हाँ, इसको बना सकते हो? Okay, so now write. Give heading and write major geometrical plates. Right on the Earth's surface there are 7 major geometrical plates. On the Earth's surface there are 7 major geometrical plates. The first one you write, the first major plate, write North American plate. The first major plate is North American plate. Second you write South American plate. According to number we can write, the first is North American plate, the second you write South American plate, the third one African plate, third one Eurasian plate, not African plate, the fourth one African plate, the fifth one Indo-Australian plate, then Antarctica plate, and the last one Pacific plates. So these plates are moving in different direction, relative motion, and creating different types of landform we'll discuss in dynamic plates. So now write minor plates on the Earth's surface. Right, minor plates, we can go for this area. Minor plates, better to go this type of labeling. So this is a area of West Indies or Caribbean island. This is the area of Mexico on the western part, and this is the area of Chile, Peru, the coastal area of western South America. So this area is named as Caribbean plate. You write minor plate number 1, Caribbean plates. Among the minor plate, the first plate is Caribbean plate. In this area you write Cocos plate. That is the second minor plate on the Earth's surface, that is named as Cocos plate on the western part of Mexico. On the western part of Chile and Peru you have Nazca plate. Nazca, Nazca, Nazca plate on the western part of Peru and Chile. Then we have this area, the complete Arabia. The fourth plate is Arabian plate. This is the area of West Asia. The fourth major plate is Arabian plate. Now we come to the area of Indonesia and Malaysia. On the eastern part you have Philippines plate. So the fifth small plate, minor plate, is a Philippines plate. It's okay. How will you remember these minor plates? Suppose you start journey from west to east. The first location on the western side it will be Cocos plate, and then you have Nazca plate. Come to the eastern section, you will find first Caribbean plate, then Saudi Arabia, and the eastern part you have Philippines plate. Okay, so these are the minor and major plates on the Earth's surface. So based on this number of plates, we can discuss about the major dynamic and geometrical plates, and the formation of mountains, formation of volcanoes, formation of different plateaus are there, right? Now we can discuss, now we have every raw material to understand the detail of plate tectonic theory. So far we have learned what's a plate, what is tectonics, what are the asthenosphere and convectional current. Then we have learned the basic type of plates, dynamic plates and geometrical plates. Now we can go to the depth of understanding what these plates are doing and what it can be by the interaction of different plates. What are the landforms can be created by the interaction of plates. So write about the detail of dynamic plate, right? Dynamic plates. Try to understand the movements of dynamic plates. In this diagram we can see the plates are coming closer, so it is named as convergence plate. The plates are moving from each other, so named as divergence plate. As the plates are moving parallel, so it is named as transform plates. Now with these videos we can understand the mechanism of landforms, the formation of landform by the movements of plates. So I have taken from the Institute of California. They explained this concept by some videos. This plate is moving close, right? It is a convergence. The plates are moving closer, so it is named as convergence plate. Now the plates are moving parallel, so we can say it's a transform plate. So on the globe we can find the movements of plate go to detail of this discussion, but it will be go to this area. Now we are going to discuss about the dynamic plates, and the first example is a destructive margin or convergence plate. So right there in detail, write the first one, convergence boundaries or destructive plates. Convergence boundaries or destructive plates. This one is destructive plates, or we can write convergence boundaries. Convergence boundaries or destructive plates. So right, there can be three conditions of convergence boundaries. There can be three conditions of convergence boundaries. You write all the three conditions first of all, then go for the detailed one. The first condition you write ocean-continent convergence. The second, continent-continent convergence. And the third, ocean-ocean convergence. The first I have given you ocean-continent convergence. The second one, continent-continent convergence. And the third one, ocean and ocean plate convergence. So there can be three conditions of convergence. Better to go for the first one. That is, you write there, oceanic and continental convergence. So write first condition, oceanic and continental convergence. सी ऐसा देखो कि ज्योग्राफी में एक रूल है, एक ऐसा रूल है, द हाईएस्ट एरिया विल हैव लो डेंसिटी and the low area will have high density. Suppose you have a mountain area will have less density and oceanic bottom will have more density. And according to the theory, people believe that the lower part consists of a density rock and the higher part belongs to the